Big in business right now. Air Transit faces strike as soon as January after 2,100 workers overwhelmingly vote in favor. It looks like there is going to be an air transit strike of some sort. Let's read this. Air Transat faces strike as soon as January after 2,100 workers overwhelmingly vote in favor of walkout. Air Transat flight attendants are in a position to strike as soon as January 3rd after an overwhelming majority voted to give their union a mandate to walk off the job if a new labor deal can't be reached. A unit of the Canadian Union of Public Employees, which represents more than 2,100 Air Transat workers, says that 99.8% of them voted to go on strike if necessary if their union can't hammer out a new collective bargaining agreement with the Montreal-based airline. Air Transat's current labor deal expired in October 2022, and the union has been trying to negotiate a new pact with the airline since April. More than 33 different issues are on the table, but compensation is a major one. The vote reflects the flight attendants' exceptionally high level of dissatisfaction with their working conditions, particularly with the wages and purchasing power, the union said in a release. Following a dip during COVID-19 pandemic, the overall outlook for the industry is once again extremely positive. Dominic Levisier, president of the Air Transat component of COOP, said there's still plenty of time to get a deal done without disruption to passengers. But in the event of a strike, all of the airline's flights would be canceled, starting at the tail end of the crucial holiday flying season. Faced with a dizzying rise in cost of living and the industry's favorable prospects, they are ready to take action. Levisier said more than 50% of them have been forced to take on a second or even third job to make ends meet, and their starting salary is only $26,577 per year. This is disgusting. I'm honestly, like, the amount of little money that we expect people to live on in this world, is insane. Like, that to me is not even a cheap car. Can you imagine not putting out a cheap car of labor your entire year of work? Like, that is, to me, unbelievable. Adrian Gagne, a spokesperson for Montreal-based airline, said that the strike mandate for a union is a normal part of negotiations, and said the airliner is confident we will find an agreement. The tone at the bargaining table remains cordial and respectful. The discussions are progressing well on both parties' respective demands. Because Gage told CBC in its statement, Transat maintains excellent working relations with its employees and COOP, and intends to make every effort to find an agreement that will satisfy both parties. If a labor disruption does happen, it will be one of the many to bubble up in Canada's aviation sector recently. WestJet and its major union faced a strike last May before two sides hammered out a deal to avert major disruptions at the 11th hour of negotiations. And Air Canada is in the midst of its own labor talks right now with its pilots union after Ladder Group pulled out of its existing deal earlier than planned. Good on you guys. Fight for higher wages. Always, always, always.